the realest, the land of the killers. Kanye mama's funeral, niggas came to take pictures. Small market dreams, it ain't all what it seems. Got an NBA team, now we got some self-esteem. Every man for theyself, who trustworthy in the clique. I read your name in a magazine, I stuck 30 in the clip.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Dr. Tuepenz, one half of the Juice Crew, live and direct, on the corner, holding it down, like I always do. If you think much more, don't. You don't want it. Boy, I'm about to go in. Anyway, today, we're going to talk about my book, Slave Minds, my first joint, you know what I'm saying? Definitely excited to talk about this chapter 5, the Bamboozlement. But first, I'm going to show you the book, let you know. And if you haven't got your copy, you should definitely do so today while supplies still last. You jive turkey, son of a cat dog. Yeah, I just made that up, as you can see. But anyway, chapter 5, the Bamboozlement. You've been bamboozled, hoodwinked. Anyway, so in summary, jump right into it. In summary, I say that racism is only as real as people make it. The media creates false realities which create racism and give people the idea of racism and making them feel. I emphasize on the feel. They make them feel some type of way. But anyway, but as a result of this, people begin to do what? They act prejudiciously. Yes, prejudiciously. That's a Drew word, by the way. Be looking out for that Juice Crew dictionary. It'll be in there. But that's what we get. People do mistreat people and treat people differently based on the color of their skin. It's just a fact. It's not right. And to me, it's not racism. It's just hate. But I understand what people are talking about when they're referencing racism. But I just call it hate. And I think that if we eliminated the word racism, I think we would see some improvements in other areas as well, which is why I have solutions. And some of the solutions I have is to, number one, just move on. If they're not trying to attack you physically on any type of level, just move on. Let them talk. If they want you at their job, then leave and do your own thing. Probably number two, but could have been number one, save the children. Really need to save the children. And teach them how to think differently about people and understand that people are just different from them, and it doesn't really, it doesn't make you better or lesser. You know what I mean? That's what I think we should be on. But that's just me. I don't know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments though. And also just create better media. The media is so, it's just so methodic in how they put out these stories and all these different type of realities they want people to feed on and create people to have them as consumers for the rest of their lives. And this stuff starts in adolescence. So also I talk about in this book, and it's also a blog I wrote about the slave mind and how it's related to what everybody refers to as post-traumatic slave syndrome. And I say the slave mind, which is also a syndrome I also created, slave mind syndrome. It's kind of piggybacking off post-traumatic syndrome, but it's also just piggybacking. I wouldn't say piggybacking. I would say it's the product of post-traumatic slave syndrome because it's just a slave mind. And this is applicable to anyone who has a mentality that thinks that I can't make it because these people are going to hold me back. And, it's just like a victim mentality. It's almost like victimhood syndrome, but this is slave mind syndrome, because it's dealing primarily with people who have been slaves. But I call it SMS. But anyway, I kind of connected that to the song Black Boy Fly by Kendrick Lamar. And in this song, he talks about not being able to make it out the ghetto and thinking that, the game was the only one to make it, and envying him, not because he was jealous and didn't want to see him succeed, but was fearful that he couldn't make it out, which is the same way slaves used to be back in the day. 3 more good points that I wanted to talk about at the end, and was thoughts. So a man thinketh, so he becometh. Whatever you think, that's what you're going to be. And thoughts translate into your actions. Actions are essentially your thoughts in motion, and whatever that motion is going to be determine your direction. So remember, if you start thinking about something negative, those thoughts over time become what? Your actions. And your actions over time become what? Your direction. Thoughts, action, direction. Whew, I'm preaching today. So in closing, great quote from one of my best friends in life, my brother from another mother, Mr. Neil North. Words create worlds. Words create worlds. Words create worlds. But yeah, words create worlds. And you know, a word can destroy someone's world. It can build someone's world up. It's a lot of different things you can do with words because of how they impact the mind based on the definition of them. But you know, somebody could say something with ill intent and then destroy somebody's world with a word that wasn't meant for ill intent. Yeah, I know. In closing, you know, let me know what you think. I mean, hey, you know, do you still think that racism is affecting you? And if it is, let me know how. And we'll see if we can come up with a solution, you know, because if it's racism out here, it's got to be a person that's doing this to you. And if that person is doing something to you, I got a few things you can do to avoid those people and get around those sticky situations. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and until next time, I'm going to be right here on the corner with my people, holding it down. Peace.
I fuck with you, got trust issues, cause everybody know the worst ones that come up with you. I love my black people, but I love my babies more. That cost you for a rap feature. I assist you, help you score. Every man for theyself, who hungry in the clique. Your name on a big magazine, I put 100 in a clip. Got family I share blood with, some family I blood different. Blood don't make you family, no matter cousin or sibling. Got family I share blood with, got family I blood different. Blood don't make you family, some bloods, some of them crippled. The realest, the land of the killers, Kanye.